I wish a sunny good morning to all my lovely students. Yes, my dear student, again I am present here to teach you something new. We will start today a new chapter. But before that, let me show you something. So here you can see the painting. Here first painting you can see it's a boy showing his muscles. Why he is showing his muscle? He is showing his muscle in order to so his bravery to all of us. Yes. And in the next painting, we can see the poor boy. He's crying like anything, and you can see the drop of tears coming out of his eyes like a river. Isn't it looking so funny? Yes, yes. So here in the last picture, what you can see a girl in red frock. She is smiling like anything. So here you can enjoy her laughter. Yes. So let us come to another picture. Here you can see. See the picture of the man. How angrily he is shouting at someone. We don't know at whom he is shouting, but you can very much realize his anger. Yes. So angrily he is shouting. And in the last picture, see the picture, the two little beautiful cute girls, they are hugging each other and smiling. Yes. And what they are showing here? They are showing their friendship between each other. How much love they have for each other, they are showing through this picture. So here you can see two qualities. This is anger and friendship. And the previous picture what we had seen? Three qualities: bravery, this is sadness, and another one is laughter. So as a whole, what are these called as? These all are like feelings, qualities, everything of human being. What? These are known as, any guesses what these are known as? Yes, you are right. These are known as abstract nouns. Bravery, sadness, laughter, then your what? Anger, friendship, all these things are known as abstract noun. Yes, because it refers to the qualities and feelings also. Yes. So, as you know, here you got the hint that which chapter we are going to start. Yes, my dear students, you are very much right. We are going to start our second chapter of our English grammar book, that is called as what? Abstract and collective noun. But in this class, we will know about abstract nouns only. So, let us start. Let us come to the point. First, let us discuss what is the definition of abstract noun. Here you can see it clearly. Abstract nouns are names of things that are not concrete. They name things that we cannot see, hear, touch, taste, or smell. Yes. So, these are the names. Abstract nouns are the name of things that are not concrete. What does that mean? Concrete means the things which you can think, the material which you can see, then hear, touch, taste, or smell. But abstract noun is just opposite to the concrete nouns. The things which we cannot see, hear, touch, taste, or smell. Yes, exactly. We cannot see, hear, touch, taste, or smell abstract noun. So, hence, words that name ideas, feelings, qualities, or state of being are known as abstract noun. Yes. So, what are abstract noun then? So, the nouns which, the words which name ideas. Yes, ideas like here you can see ideas, freedom and justice are ideas. Then feelings, human feelings, sadness and anger. These also come under your abstract noun. Then qualities. What are the qualities? There are so many qualities within a human being and within a thing also. Like honesty, kindness. These are all good qualities. Bad qualities are also there. Yes. Or state of being you also can say. So state means what? Do you know the meaning of state? State means a particular condition that someone or something is in at a specific time. Yes, state. For example, childhood, friendship. So childhood is a particular condition, particular phase of a human being where he remains for a specific time, not for always. So, did you got it? So, what's that name? Again, I repeat the definition. What's that name? Ideas, feelings, qualities or state are known as abstract noun, and these are just reverse of concrete noun. Because you cannot see, hear, touch, taste or smell these abstract nouns. Yes. So next point. So now you got to know about the definition of abstract noun. But do you know how abstract nouns are formed? Yes. So let us come to know about the formation of abstract nouns. How the abstract nouns are formed. So here you can see two sentences I have written here. My father is a wise person. Yes. So here you can see I have underlined the word wise. Do you know what is wise? Wise is an adjective. Yes, my father is a wise person. But in the second sentence you see, my father is appreciated for his wisdom. Yes. So here also I have underlined the word wisdom. Do you know what is wisdom? Yes. So wisdom is the abstract noun of wise. Here wise is an adjective and wisdom is the word, is the abstract noun which is formed by using the adjective called as wise. So here what you know, that abstract noun can be formed what? Abstract noun can be formed from adjectives. So could you know? Yes, I think you could know it better. So here there are a number of examples also. Healthy. Healthy is an adjective. Health is the what? Abstract noun of healthy. Beautiful is the adjective. Beauty is the abstract noun of beautiful. Poor is the adjective. Poverty is the abstract noun of poor. Good is the adjective. So goodness is the adjective, abstract noun which is formed from the adjective of called as good. Okay. So now come to the next sentence. My plants do not grow well. Yes. So here you can see I have underlined the word grow. So grow is what? It's a verb. You know that. Grow is a verb. Verb is an action word. You know it previously. Yes. So I have made a sentence using grow. Means it's a verb. And second sentence you can see my plants do not have a good growth. Yes. I have underlined the word growth. So growth is the abstract noun of grow. Yes. So what you come to know here? That abstract noun can be formed from verbs also. Yes. It's very good. So here there are more examples. Here if advise is a verb, then advise is the abstract noun by using the verb advise. If laugh is the verb, then laughter is the abstract noun of laugh. Expect. Expect is the verb. If expect is the verb, then expectation is the abstract noun which can be formed by using the verb expect. Next one is what? Free. You know that free is a verb also. So freedom is the word. Freedom is the abstract noun which is formed by using the verb known as free. So I think you got to know how abstract nouns are formed by using what? Verbs. So last one. You can see the sentence, I have been singing since I was a child. Yes. So child here is a what? Common noun. And next sentence, see the next sentence, I have been singing since my childhood. So childhood is what? Abstract noun of child. Yes. So childhood is the abstract noun which is formed by using the common noun which is known as child. Yes. So here from these sentences what you got to know? That abstract noun can also be formed from common nouns. So here there are more examples. What are these? Leader is a common noun. So leadership is the abstract noun of leader. Then hero is the common noun. Heroism is the abstract noun of hero. Friend is a common noun. And friendship is the what? Abstract noun of friend. Neighbor is a common noun. Neighborhood is the abstract noun of the common noun called as neighbor. So I hope you got to know everything how abstract nouns are formed. Yes, so in the evening Zoom class also we can discuss about it more. And if you have any sort of doubt, I am there. I will be there to clarify all your doubts. But till then, till your Zoom class, my dear students, take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.